Good afternoon to one and all. This is Dr. K. Pushpa Rani, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, MLR Institute of Technology. So, in this today's class, we are going to discuss about the consistency of premises. So, what is meant by consistency? What are the examples for the consistency? Whether the conclusion is a consistent or is a inconsistent, we have to show that by taking some example problem. First, let us discuss about what is meant by consistency. A set of formulas H1, H2 and so on Hm. What is H1, H2, H3? That is a set of premises. P is one premise, Q is one premise, R is one premise. This set of premises is said to be consistent if their conjunction means this is the conjunction. If their conjunction has the truth value true for the some variables. Suppose if it is a set of premises are considered P, Q or other set of premises or it is a set of formulas is said to be consistent. The conjunction of their variables, that is a P and Q and R, derives the truth value for any variable, then the statement or it is the set of premises are said to be consistent. That means it derives the truth value. Whatever the conclusion is consisting of a truth value, then the statement is said to be a consistent. Suppose if the statements consisting of a H1, H2 and so on Hm is false, then we can say that it is a inconsistent. We can say that it is a inconsistent. So, what is the final conclusion of consistency? Means the set of premises P and Q and R derive the conclusion. The conclusion is a truth value for the set of variables of their conjunction. Then we can say that it is a consistent. Otherwise, the set of formulas like H1, H2 and so on Hm. What is H1, H2? There is the set of variables. The set of variables derive the conclusion as false. Then the statement is said to be inconsistent or it is a contradiction. So, truth value is true is a consistent. Truth value is false, then it is a inconsistent. So, we can understand that consistency of premises by taking the example. Show that the following premises are inconsistent. Inconsistent means the conclusion is false or conclusion is a contradiction. So, we can write the rules of inference, we can apply the rule P and rule T and we can write the set of premises as applied and the final conclusion we are going to derive. The final conclusion consisting of a contradiction or it is a false, then we can say that the premises are inconsistent. Premises are inconsistent. Suppose the set of premises has derived the conclusion as true, then we can say that it is a consistent. But this example, what we are going to show that we are going to take some set of premises and these set of premises are inconsistent. There is some statements has given. We need to convert these statements into a symbolic form and then we have to derive the conclusion. That conclusion is a contradiction. We can say that it is a inconsistent. For example, the first statement is if Jock misses many classes through illness, then he fails high school. That is the statement number 1. Next, if Jock fails high school, then he is uneducated. That is statement number 2. Third statement, if Jock reads a lot of books, then he is not uneducated. Then fourth statement, Jock misses many classes through illness and reads a lot of books. So, from all these statements, we are going to take a common statement from the set of given 4 statement. That common statement can be represented by using the notations. The notations are the capital letters. Those capital letters are called as variables. What is the first statement? Jock misses many classes through illness. This is the statement that can be considered as E. That can be considered as a variable called E. Next, then Jock fails high school. Jock fails high school. Take the common words. Jock fails high school will be considered as a S. Next, so Jock reads a lot of books. Jock reads a lot of books can be denoted as A. Jock reads lot of books can be taken as a A. Then Jock is uneducated. That is the one more statement that can be considered as a H. So there will be considered as a 4 variables to representing the above 4 statement. So from these 4 variables we need to convert into a set of premises form. So first one is E tends to S. How to convert E tends to S? If Jock misses many classes through illness, then he fails high school. Jock misses many classes through illness is E. Then means you can take the conditional statement. He fails high school is E tends to S. So first statement is E tends to S is derived. Now consider the second statement. The second statement is Jock fails high school. That is S. Then means arrow. Then he is not uneducated. So he is a Jock is uneducated is a H, but he is not uneducated means nothing but he is uneducated. That is represented by using H. S tends to H is the second notation or second premise. Coming to the third premise, Jock reads lot of books. That is A. Then he is not uneducated. Uneducated is represented by using H. Not uneducated means A implies negation H. That is the third premise. A tends to negation H is the third premise. Next, Jock misses many classes through illness and. Jock misses many classes is A and. Read lot of books. That is A. E and A. That is E and A is the fourth notation. From these the premises. From these premises, what we have to prove that these set of premises are inconsistent. Inconsistent means it is a contradiction or it is a false. So first of all, whatever the statements that has given will be converted into notation form. Then based on the notation, we are going to convert into the premises form. Now let us derive the set of premises and what is the conclusion. That is premise number 1. Premise number 1. Take the first one. First, that is E tends to S. It is already exist. We can call it as rule P. That is the E tends to S is already present. We can call it as rule P. Next, that is the new premise. That is we can take the premise number as 2. Second premise, that is the new premise. S tends to H. It is already present in the set of premises. E tends to S. Then S tends to H, the common variable is S. According to the implication number 13, E tends to S, S tends to H derives E tends to H. That is derived from the set of premises. So we can call it as rule T. From where it is derived? From 1, 2 and implication number 13 it is derived. So we can call it as rule T. Next. That is, it is present on premise number 1. It is that S tends to H is present on premise number 2. From 1 and 2, E tends to H is derived. Next, so step number 3 is completed. We can take step number 4. Then, what is the next premise? A tends to negation H. It is present in the set of premises. A tends to H. We can call it as rule P. We can call it as rule P. So after that, from E tends to H, then A tends to negation H. What is the common premise? What is the common premise? So P tends to Q is written as negation Q tends to negation P. So this is continued. So we are not going to take new additional premise. So the same step is continued. So premise number is 4 only. So A tends to negation H is written as H after that negation. That is A tends to negation H is returned or is equivalent to negation Q. What is present in the negation Q? Negation H becomes H implies what is there in the place of P? A. Negation A. H tends to negation A. It is derived. What is the step number 4? So we can call it as rule T. H tends to A. Negation A is derived. From 1, 2 and then 4. E tends to H, H tends to negation A. The common statement, the common prepositions are just for cancellation. E tends to negation A. It is derived that is rule number T. E tends to negation, E tends to H is present on step number 3 and H tends to negation A is present on step number 5 and implication number 13. We are going to derive E tends to negation A. Next, again the same step will be continued. P tends to Q derives what? Negation P or Q. What is there in the place of P tends to Q? E tends to negation A. E tends to negation A. So, in the place of P, what is there? Negation E. Union. What is there in the place of Q? Negation A. So, negation E union negation A. So, according to this equivalence rule, that is P tends to Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. That is the 7th step. After that, again the same step is continued. Okay, that is same step is continued. So, we are going to take the negation can be taken outside of the preposition. The same thing is continued here. 1 to 4, step number 8. Take the negation outside of the preposition. E. After that, and becomes or. Okay, or becomes and negation A. That is rule T. That is rule T. For which statement we are applying this preposition? Rule 7. And according to this statement, you have to apply the rule. Next, again step number 9. It is a new step. So, 9 and premise number is 9. What is the next premise? That is the leftover premise is E and A. Rule P. That is a rule P. From 1 to 4, negation E and A, and then from rule number 9, E and A. That is negation P and P is nothing but a false. That is nothing but a contradiction. That is nothing but contradiction. Rule number 8, 9 and I9. Okay, rule number 8, 9 and then implication number 9. So, negation P and P is a false. P and false. This is considered as a negation P and. This statement is considered as a P. Negation P and P leads to contradiction. The statement are said to be inconsistent. The statements is said to be inconsistent. Consider the one more example for whether the statements are consistent or inconsistent. Show that the following set of premises is inconsistent. That means we need to show the conclusion as false. We need to show the conclusion as a false. First, we can read the statement. If the contract is valid, then John is liable for penalty. So, after that, if John is liable for penalty, he will go for bankrupt. If the bank will loan him money, he will not go bankrupt. As a matter of fact, the contract is valid, the bank will loan him money. These are the statements that has given. First of all, converting this statement into a symbolic form. So, there is a common statements are present. Based on the common statement, we are going to take 4 notations. First notation is V. The contract is valid is the first statement that is represented by using the notation called V. Next, John is liable for penalty. That will be considered as L. That will be considered as a L. That means the entire statement, instead of writing the entire statement, we can representing the notation called L. Next, bank will loan him money. Bank will loan him money. So, that is represented by using the notation called M. John will go bankrupt. That is represented by using the notation called B. Then, converting these notations into a symbolic form, then what is the total set of premises? So, what is the first premise? If the contract is valid, that is V. Then, means hyphen. V tends to, then John is liable for penalty. V tends to L is the first statement. V tends to L is the first preposition. Next. After that, the second statement, if the John is liable for penalty. The John is liable for penalty means L. Then means arrow. He will go bankrupt. Will go bankrupt means L tends to B. So, first statement is V tends to L. Second statement is L tends to B. Then, third one. After that, if the bank will loan him money. What is the bank will loan him money? M. He will not go bankrupt. He will go bankrupt is B. He will not go means M tends to negation B. M tends to negation B. That is the third premise. Next, fourth premise. If the bank will loan him, he will not go. As a matter of fact, the contract is valid. Contract is valid means V and the bank will loan him money. That means V and M. V and M. The final statement is V and M. These are the four set of premises. From these four set of premises, what we are going to derive, what is the conclusion? The conclusion, we have to prove that the set of premises are inconsistent. That means we need to show that the conclusion or contradiction. That means false. Consider the premise number 1. Then one set of premises are 1. It is already exist in the set of premises. We can call it as rule P. We can call it as rule P. Then second one, that is it is now new set of premise. We can consider as a new number 2, and step number 2, L tends to B. L tends to B. That is already exist in the set of premises. We can call it as rule P. Next, from the step number 1 and 2, 1, 2, V tends to L, L tends to B. What we are going to derive? So there is a common preposition get cancelled. V tends to B according to the implication number 13. It is already present in the set of premises. We can call it as rule T. It is derived from the step number 1 and 2. Next. So after that, we are going to take the new step, that is step number 4. So we can take next premise, M tends to negation B. That is exist in the set of premises. That is exist in the set of premises. So we can call it as rule P. The same set of premise, we are going to apply the rule. So P tends to Q is written as negation Q tends to negation P. So M tends to negation B is equivalent to negation Q. What is Q in the place of Q? B is there. Negation is already present. We can call it as B. Okay, we can call it as B. Then after that, B tends to, what is the negation P? That means negation M. Negation M. So it is written as B tends to negation M is the equivalent rule. M tends to negation B is written as B tends to negation M. By mistake, it is written as M tends to negation M. So after that, from 1 to 4, V tends to B. So B tends to negation M. What you are going to derive? B get cancelled. V tends to negation M is derived from the step number 3, 5 and implication number 13. Next. So P tends to Q is written as negation P or Q. V tends to M is written as negation V. What is there in the place of V tends to negation M is written as or equivalent to negation V, or after that, what is there in the place of Q? Q, that means M. That means V only. So that is V only. After that, negation V or M from the set of premises. Next. After that, it is a new step number 1 to 4. We are going to take the negation outside of the preposition. Negation V and that R becomes and, then negation M. The negation will be taken as outside. Then automatically it will become to the next step. From rule number 2, negation P will be taken outside of the preposition. So according to the rule number 9, that is the next premise is V tends to M. V and M. So from 8 and 9, there is a contradiction. That is a step number 8 and step number 9. 8 is present on 1 to 4 and V tends to M is present on step number 9. Negation V and M as well as V and M. So this is equivalent to negation P or P leads to contradiction. Then it is derived from the set of premises. Finally, we are going to get the contradiction as a rule. Then this statement is said to be inconsistent. The statement is said to be inconsistent. So from this, what we have discussed about the consistency of the premises. What is the consistency? A set of variables and their conjunction derives the conclusion. This conclusion is said to be contradiction or it is a tautology. If it is a contradiction, then the set of premises are said to be inconsistent. If the conclusion is a tautology, then we can say that it is a consistency. So we can derive the conclusion from the set of premises. That conclusion may be either consistent or it is a inconsistent. If the conclusion is a contradiction, we can say that inconsistent, and otherwise we can say that it is a consistent. We can understand those things by taking some examples. Thank you.